Documentary now from Mill Creek Entertainment. I have had the best time watching these. I don't have IFC. I don't have cable, so that's why I don't have IFC. But these documentaries are just hilarious. And I'm not finished with the set, so there's some of the stuff that I haven't seen yet. But I just appreciate, there's like the murder, like who really killed the sign spinner outside the car wash? Who murdered the sign spinner? And they do the Blue Jean Committee, the rock doc about the Blue Jean Committee, and then I found out that they actually released Blue Jean Committee, the album. They mocked up the Blue Jean Committee album. On that episode, it's a fictional band, in the style of like Bread, I think, was maybe the core influence of the Blue Jean Committee, because it's like that California soft rock, like America, probably another big influence. But they got Cameron Crowe on camera. I love Cameron Crowe. I mean, I love him for his movies, like Almost Famous is, of course, the big one. But then, I mean, I like Singles and Say Anything. But he's like the original, the Rolling Stone journalist. That's the story. That's his origin story. He was like a teenage journalist for Rolling Stone magazine, as seen in Almost Famous. And by the way, I got to see Heartbreakers Beach Party in the theaters. Was that late last year, late 2024, which he directed, about Tom Petty. It's a documentary about Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers that did not get distribution, and they put it back in theaters for 1 weekend only. It was 2 days. It was like one showing on Saturday, one showing on a Sunday, and then that was it. And it had an introduction or had like a new 15-minute talking head segment with Cameron Crowe and Tom Petty's daughter. Love Cameron Crowe. So he shows up in this Blue Jean Committee documentary. Again, this band isn't real. It's Fred Armisen and Bill Hader. And he's like, oh, I still have my Blue Jean Committee record. And then the camera follows Cameron Crowe into his music room. And it's just like, my movie shelves. It's like that. It's like wall to wall shelves with records, thousands and thousands of records. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Cameron Crowe's record collection. And then he goes to the B's, and you can see how he's organized everything. It's like, this is the B section. And then he pulls out the Blue Jean Committee record. And then there's like a table in the middle of the room with different turntables on it. Like, I think at least 3 different turntables. I'm like, holy cow. So just even that element, love being such a fan of stuff, being a fan of pop culture and of music and these people. I don't know. It's done. All these documentaries are done with so much love and so much attention to detail that even if they're not funny, like laugh out loud, haha funny, they're so compelling that ceases to be the point. Okay, so there's one. By the way, Helen Mirren introduces all of these, and it's supposed to be like we start with the 50th season of Documentary Now, which is supposed to have been going on since 1965. And she's like, "Hello, I'm Helen Mirren," and so like the one I think my favorite so far is Juan Likes Chicken and Rice, or Juan likes rice and chicken, and it's this documentary about a Colombian chef who has a little restaurant in the hills of Colombia. It's 40 minutes from the closest road. You have to hike to get to it. And the menu, it's a prefix menu with the meal. You get a cup of warm coffee. You get a banana cut in half. You get rice with butter on top of it. And maybe you'll get chicken as well. Sometimes there is no chicken because Juan did not catch the chicken that day. And it's silly, but also it is so realistically done. Like I think they really went to Colombia because they're in these marketplaces and there's like the beautiful vistas of the green hills and all this stuff. And it, even when it's not laugh out loud funny, it feels so authentic. And I found myself getting caught up in the story to the point that I didn't care that it was real. I was like, I just got to find out and there's like one of the sons has gone off and started a restaurant, like a huge mega restaurant called Diego's at the Diego's restaurant, the Diego's Fun Restaurant. He's like, you can get chicken, you can get beef. This is at Diego's. He's like, you can get chicken, you can get beef. We have tomato. You could get chicken and tomato. You could get chicken and rice. You could get chicken and Skittles. It's like the idea that there's this restaurant in the middle of Colombia and it's fun and everybody goes there. It's just a good story. And so there's human drama. I don't know. My point is, these are so incredibly well observed that they're just great. There's one of them is about I think, is it in Denmark? I can't remember what nation it's in. That there's an Al Capone lookalike contest in this town, and so there's this guy like, who's going to win the Al? They feel so realistic, and they're not. But I don't know. It's so much fun. And then I mean, this package. This is the only thing Mill Creek put out for the month of, is this a February release or is this an early March release? I'm not sure. It's their only release for this month. I think it's a February release. So if you're listening to the audio version of this, I'm sorry. There is a video version where I'm showing this stuff, but it's got like the 4-panel fold out packaging, and it's got 4 discs. It's a 4-disc set. The stuff looks good. It's got mini posters. It's got these postcards with mini posters of the different episodes, and this is like, oh, hold on, this is just straight up Stop Making Sense, right? This is just Talking Heads. This one is The Kid Stays in the Picture. It's just straight up ripping off The Kid Stays in the Picture, the Robert Evans documentary. We got Owen Wilson, Jack Black's in this. I mean, there's a lot of people in these, and Cameron Crowe, as I mentioned, like famous chefs. David Chang, if you know who that chef is, he's in the Juan Likes Rice and Chicken episode. It's genius. Okay, there's also, oh my goodness, I want to talk about this episode. What is this episode called? This episode is called, hold on, this booklet. It comes with a booklet too, including, there's the Blue Jean Committee, including a new introduction, a written introduction from Fred Armisen. So a ton of love here. Canuck Uncovered. That's it. Canuck Uncovered. Supposed to be an expose of, let's see, this riff on the classic Nanook of the North details a director's struggle to maintain control of his film as his Inuit star grows more demanding. So I'm not going to spoil this whole thing for you, but it's like they made this silent film in the 1920s about Canuck, this native person, and he gets more savvy. And then, like, over the course of the documentary, the Inuit character takes over the production, and he's like inventing sets, and he's inventing like the dolly shot and like all the stuff that didn't exist in the 1920s. My point being that it is well informed. These guys know their movie. Have you ever seen Bill Hader on? He's all over the Criterion Channel. I've been watching the Criterion Channel. I told you guys to subscribe to the Criterion Channel streaming service. Bill Hader is like, I mean, he is something else. He is a film fan extraordinaire. That's going to lead me into my film buff conversation. But he's got copies of, there's like a little feature with him on Preston Sturgis and on the Criterion Channel. He's got like a copy of Preston Sturgis screenplays, like a paperback copy of Preston Sturgis screenplays with the different colored post-it notes demarking different pages. Like, he's serious about this stuff, and he really knows his film history. So all that to say, these are incredibly well informed. They're just smart. And if you're a film buff, and you are because you're watching this, and you haven't seen any of these, I think you'll enjoy them. I think they're fun. 2 hours of bonus materials, IFC Emmy panel discussion, behind the scenes featurettes, deleted scenes, trailers and promos. Then we've got those 8 mini posters. We've got a 28 page booklet with the introduction by Fred Armisen. Super fun. Fred Armisen is touring right now, and he's going to be coming through my town in about a month, and I gotta go. And if I have, I'm like, do I take this with me and hope that I see him? I'm like, Fred, would you autograph documentary now? He probably, these guys do their sets and then just like run out the back. So probably not, but it's got me really, I'm loving it. Okay.